Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. I think audio and video is clear. If everything is clear, can we start the session? So in today's session, we will be discussing about lots of questions on linear algebra, and at the same time we will be discussing about the various concepts involved in linear algebra, like eigenvalues, eigenvectors, rank, solution of homogeneous equations. Each and everything we will discuss. So I hope everything is okay, audio and video is clear. If everything is okay, then can we start the session? Grishitha is telling, said hi. Okay, hi Grishitha. So can we start the session? If audio and video everything is clear? Reena Prasad, yes sir. Okay, so let's start the session with our first question. So what you can do, you can start solving the question and let me know the answer in the comment section. Then after we will discuss the whole solution. Okay. So this question says that there is a matrix 3 cross 3 and has one eigenvalue equal to 3. Then you have to find the sum of the other two eigenvalues is what? That means we have one eigenvalue as 3. You have to find the other two eigenvalues will be what? Sum of those two eigenvalues. Tilak Raj, welcome Tilak Raj. Tilak Raj is saying the answer is C, P minus 2. Any other student wants to give the answer? Yes, Tilak, you are correct. The answer is P minus 2. How you are doing? Can you please tell the exact concept? You can write in short that what is the concept behind this question. Are we using properties of eigenvalues? This question can be done by using properties of eigenvalues. You can use the properties of eigenvalues. Diagonal sum. Yes, Tilak, you are correct. Hashmi is telling P minus 2. Yes, Hashmi, you are correct. P minus 2 is the correct answer. Anyone else who is solving and wants to try? Tilak Raj is telling diagonal sum equal to sum of eigenvalues. Yes, correct. We are using the property that is sum of eigenvalues equal to what? Trace of the matrix, right? So sum of eigenvalues, we can write lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus lambda 3 equal to trace is what? 1 plus 0 plus p. This one is the trace, right? This is the trace of the matrix, and one of the eigenvalues is given as 3. So can we put lambda 1 as 3? Yes, right? So now we can write 1 plus p. Now you have to find this part, sum of other two eigenvalues. That means this part you have to find. So we will keep lambda 2 plus lambda 3 on the left hand side, and other thing we will put in the right hand side, right? So this will be P minus 2. So this is the sum of other two eigenvalues, right? Which is nothing but P minus 2. That is option C is the correct answer. Okay. So is this question fine? If the solution is okay, let me know in the comment box. If you have any doubt, you can write in the comment box. If you have any doubt in the comment box, you can write. If you have any doubt regarding this question, you can let me know in the comment box. I will elaborate once more. Clear. Hasmi is telling clear. Tilak Raj is telling clear. Okay. Nine people are watching and only 3 likes are there. So I request each and every student to like the session, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Kaushin Ansari, welcome Kaushin. You are my regular student. Kaushin used to join each and every class, so I used to remember his name. Yes, okay. So can we move to the next question? Okay. So this is the next question. This was asked in GATE 2009 electronics paper for 2 marks. The question says that the eigenvalues of the matrix of a 3 cross 3 matrix will be what? You have to find the eigenvalues of this 3 cross 3 matrix. Alsawa Hashmi is telling option is D. Others are getting D. Anyone who is getting D? Tilak Raj is also telling the answer is D. Yes, the answer is correct. Same concept, check option. Yes, Tilak, you are definitely right. In many of the questions, you will see that the properties of eigenvalues is widely used. So you can remember the properties of eigenvalues as a thumb rule to solve the questions on eigenvalues. Because without using the properties of eigenvalues, you have to do a lot of calculation. Correct? Tilak Raj, D sir. Yes, Tilak, the answer is correct. D option is correct. How we are using the properties of eigenvalues. Using properties of eigenvalues. You can solve using the properties of eigenvalues. कैसे करना है? Same concept. Sum of eigenvalues. Hashmi is telling, sir, please take one lecture on vector space concept. Okay, Hashmi. I think in the last session also you told me about this vector space. Okay, I will try my best for the vector space lecture. Sum of eigenvalues is equal to the trace of the matrix, right? Trace of matrix. So the trace is what? This part is called trace. Just a second. This is called the trace. So trace is nothing but sum of principal diagonal elements. So here trace will be what? 3 minus 2, which is 1. So trace we have got 1. Correct? Now sum of eigenvalues. So in which option you are getting sum of eigenvalues as 1? So you will see this option. Here you will get this will cancel out, 3 minus 2, which is 1. That is, here sum of eigenvalues, if you do, you will get as 1. So that's why option D is the correct answer. You can check the option using the properties of eigenvalues. I have told many times that the properties of eigenvalues is one of the most important thing to solve the eigenvalues problem. The first property is that sum of eigenvalues is equal to the trace of a matrix. Hasmi is telling yes sir, thank you. Okay Hasmi, great. And the second property of eigenvalues is that product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of the matrix. These properties, the first property is this one. Property is this one, sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace of a matrix. Second property is this, product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of matrix. These two properties are very much important in order to solve the problems of eigenvalues. Very much important these properties are, because whenever you get MCQ type of question, it becomes easier to use properties of eigenvalues. If one of the option is, okay, Tilak Raj is telling, if one of the option will be 5 and minus 3 and minus 1, then sir, what we have to do? Then you have to use the other property. In that case, if the first property is satisfied by two options, then suppose if you get another option in which this property holds first property, then you have to solve for the second property. Then you have to use the second property. Yes, Rishita is telling we need to check the product of determinant also. Yes, Rishita, you are correct. If you get two options using the first property, then you have to use the other option in order to get the correct one. Tilak Raj is telling okay sir. Okay, can we move to the next question if everything is clear regarding this question? Okay, clear sir. Kaushin Ansari is telling clear. Okay, so now let's move to the next question. 8 people are watching and only 5 likes are there, so I request everyone to like the session and subscribe to the channel if you are new to this channel. Product of eigenvalue. Hasmi is telling product of eigenvalue. Hasmi, you can solve using the properties and tell me the answer what you are getting. Kausir Ansari is telling the answer is C. Tilak Raj is also telling the answer is C. Hasmi is also telling the answer is C. That means the answer is C. Definitely. Yes, you guys are correct. The correct answer is C. What you guys are using in this question also, can we use the properties of eigenvalues? We have trace and determinant of a matrix are known to be this and this. Eigenvalues will be what? Right? Trace equal to sum of eigenvalues. Rishita. Yes, Rishita, you are correct. We will use the sum of eigenvalues. Sum of eigenvalues. You can see the number of questions that has been asked in PYQs is mostly on eigenvalues. So that's why you have to thorough with this eigenvalues properties. Sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace matrix. You can use this one for this question. So how we can do that? Trace is what? Trace is -2. So in option C, you will see the sum of these two eigenvalues is -2. And the product of eigenvalues is what? Determinant of matrix, right? So product of eigenvalues is what? Determinant is already given, minus 35. So minus 35. And product of eigenvalues, if we assume that option C is correct, then also we will get the C as correct answer. That means option C is perfect, right? Any doubt in this question? Any doubt in this question? Kaushik Ansari is telling clear, sir. Okay, great. Hasmi is also telling clear. Rishita, clear, sir. Okay, can we move to the next question? So this is the next question you have. The minimum eigenvalue of the matrix is what? This was the question that has been asked in GATE 2013 for electronics paper. You have to find the minimum value, the minimum eigenvalue of this matrix. Sorry. How we can do this question? Anyone? Any idea about this type of question? Can we use properties of eigenvalues here? Yes or no? Can we use properties of eigenvalues? Determinant of a minus lambda I. अच्छा, वहां से कैसे करेंगे? तिलक आप बता रहे हैं कि डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ a माइनस लैम्डा आई, राइट? a माइनस लैम्डा आई डिटर्मिनेंट इक्वल टू 0 होता है, राइट? Rishita is telling option A. Yes, Rishita, you are absolutely correct. 10 people are watching and only 5 likes are there. So I request each and everyone to like the session and subscribe to the channel if you are new to this channel. Yes, Rishita, you are correct. The answer is A. Hasmi is also telling the answer is A. Yes, Hasmi, the answer is A only. Rishita is telling determinant is 0, so at least one eigenvalue is 0. Yes, Rishita, you are absolutely correct. Rishita is one of the student of our app. She is using our course and she has enrolled in Engineering Mathematics Complete course. You are preparing well, Rishita. I hope so because you are doing each and every question correct. Thank you so much for your effort. So 8 people are watching and only 5 likes are there. I request each and every student to like the session and subscribe to the channel if you are new to this channel. Okay, so what is the logic behind this question? So suppose if you use, thank you sir, Rishita is telling thank you sir, it is all because of you teaching. Yes, the thing is that a teacher can guide you, but the student has to put his effort as well. So if you are preparing good and I am giving you the direction, then it's done. Okay, so in this question, can we use product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of matrix? Can you find the determinant of this matrix? Here the determinant is 0. If the determinant is 0, then can we say the eigenvalues here will be lambda 1, lambda 2 into lambda 3? The product of three eigenvalues or three numbers can only be zero if and only if the one of the value of these lambdas is zero. At least one of these values has to be zero in order to get the product as zero. So that's why one of the eigenvalue will be one of the eigenvalue should be zero, then only the product should be zero. One of the eigenvalue should be zero, then only the product should be zero. So that's why option E is correct. Is this question understood? Well, I need answer from different people, because every time only repeated peoples are responding. It is not correct, because if you are not doing questions here, then you have to face difficulty in the actual gate paper, because you will face these kind of question in your actual gate paper as well. These are the questions that has been taken from PYQs. So it is better that you should do these questions in practice sessions, then only it will be helpful for you to do the questions in actual gate paper. Right now only 50 to 55 days are left for gate 26. You should be able to do this kind of questions if you are well prepared. Rishita is telling clear sir. Okay. Kaushin is also telling yes sir, clear. Okay. So can we move to the next question? Okay. If everything is clear, can we move to the next question? What if maximum eigenvalue asked? See, Tilak, अभी क्वेश्चन में मैक्सिमम आइगन वैल्यू अगर पूछा जाएगा, इन दैट केस द क्वेश्चन फ्रेमिंग शुड बी डिफरेंट, बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट फाइंड मैक्सिमम आइगन वैल्यू फ्रॉम दैट डेटा. अभी क्वेश्चन बनाने के लिए हम एट रैंडम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हैं. क्वेश्चन फ्रेम करने के लिए देयर शुड बी सफिशिएंट डेटा, राइट? सो मैक्सिमम आइगन वैल्यू निकालने के लिए हमें सफिशिएंट डेटा चाहिए रहेगा in order to find the each and every eigenvalue. In that case we can tell you the maximum eigenvalue will be what. Hasmi is telling answer is 2. Rishita is also telling answer is 2. Kaushin Ansari is also telling the answer is 2. Is answer 2? Let me check. Yes, the answer is 2. Rishita is correct. Hasmi is also correct. Kaushin Ansari is also correct. What about others? I want to hear from other people as well, because every time you guys are only solving, other people are only watching silently. So the people who are watching silently, they will be silent in the actual gate paper, because you have to solve these kind of questions in practice session so that you can solve in the actual gate exam, right? So what we can do in this question? Kaushin Ansari is telling 2. Okay, right? Anyone else who want to give the answer? So 11 people are watching right now, but only 6 likes are there. I request each and everyone to like the session and subscribe to the channel if you are new to this channel. You can download our app. I have provided the link of our app in the description box, and you can join the WhatsApp doubt solving group. I have provided the link of that group in the description box. मैंने डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दोनों ही लिंक प्रोवाइड कर दिया है, हमारे ऐप का और WhatsApp ग्रुप का, जिसके थ्रू आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं. ओके, यहाँ क्वेश्चन में क्या पूछा गया है? द लिस्ट आइगन वैल्यू ऑफ 2x2 मैट्रिक्स इज दिस. Rishita is telling determinant is 10, product of eigenvalues is 10, sum of eigenvalues is trace, that is 7. 2 and 5 are the eigenvalues possible. The minimum eigenvalue will be 2 and maximum will be 5. Okay, great. Rishita, great. You have solved the whole question in the comment box itself. That's very nice. Thank you so much. So, can we use the properties of eigenvalues here? Properties of eigenvalues says the sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace. So trace here will be what? Trace will be 4 plus 3 which is 7, right? Now, product of eigenvalues, second property, this one is the first property, this one is the second property. Second property says that product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of matrix. Determinant of matrix will be what? Determinant of this matrix will be 12 minus 2 equal to 10, right? Now, if you solve these two equations, first equation and then second equation, you will get the answer. You will get the lambda 1 and lambda 2 as 2 and 5, right? If you multiply these two numbers, you will get as 10. If you sum these two numbers, you will get 7. So the lowest eigenvalue will be what? The lowest of these two eigenvalues will be what? 2. So that's why the answer here will be 2. Correct? Is the solution correct? I have solved in 2 lines only. I haven't written much. I hope you guys have read about the properties of eigenvalues, I assume. The first property says that the sum of eigenvalues is equal to the trace. I have used that one first. Then after, I have used the product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of the matrix. Clear? Tilak Raj is telling clear. Hasmi is telling yes, but that's lengthy process. Kaushin Ansari is telling clear, sir. Rishita is telling clear, sir. Okay. I think everything is clear. Then can we move to the next question? Yes. So everything is clear about this question. So let's move to the next question. Yes, Hasmi is telling all clear. Okay. Question says that consider the following 2 cross 2 matrix A where 2 elements are unknown and are marked by A and B. The eigenvalues of the matrix are -1 and 7. What are the values of A and B? Rishita is telling answer is D. Gedia is telling the answer is D. Naimish Gedia is telling the answer is correct. Option D is correct. Yes, Naimish, you are correct. Rishita, you are correct. Hashmi, you are also correct. Tilak Raj, you are also correct. See, I can see the number of students who are responding very quickly and frequently. They are preparing well. I can understand that. I can sense the preparation of those students. Like Rishita is preparing well, Hasmi is also preparing well, Tilak Raj is also preparing well. From the response, I can tell you that. While others who are not responding, they have to face consequences in the actual gate paper. You will feel silent and you will face difficulty in the actual gate paper if you are not solving here. Rishita has written considering eigenvalues properties, trace equal to the sum of eigenvalues, that is 6. 1 plus A equal to 6. A is 5. Through the option verification, we can check. Yes, Rishita, you are correct. You are absolutely correct. 12 people are live and only 8 likes are there. I request each and every students who have joined recently, they can subscribe to the channel if you are new to this channel, and you can like the session if you are enjoying the session. Okay, so how can we do this question? Can we do this question using the properties of eigenvalues? Yes, properties of eigenvalues. Sum of eigenvalues is equal to the Principal diagonal element sum, that is 1 plus a, right? And product of eigenvalues, sum of eigenvalues given है ना? Okay, sum of eigenvalues already given है, that is eigenvalues are 1 and minus 1. Okay, so the one eigenvalues of this matrix are minus 1 and 7. So from the first property you will get a, that is 5, right? You will get a as 5 using the first property, that is sum of eigenvalues is equal to the trace. Rishita is telling for the b value determinant equal to the product of eigenvalues. Yes, correct. You are absolutely correct, Rishita. For getting the value of b, you can use the second property of eigenvalues, that is product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of matrix. Determinant of matrix will be what? A minus 4b is the determinant, right? So a minus 4b, where a is already known to us right now, and product of eigenvalues is what? Minus 1 into 7. So likewise you can solve and you will get the value of b as, कितना आ जाएगा b? b की वैल्यू आ जाएगी आपके पास में 3, right? So you have got the correct answer as D, right? Is this question correct? Is solution correct? Everything is fine about this question? Let me know in the comment box. Let me know in the comment box if you have any doubt regarding this question. Kaushik Ansari is telling clear, sir. I want different people to respond because every time Kaushik is telling clear. Tilak Raj is telling clear, sir. Okay. If everything is clear, can we move to the next question? 11 people are watching and only few are responding. This is not good. I want each and every student to respond because the response is the only thing that motivates me and keeps me going. So if you are watching the live session, you should respond so that I can understand that you guys are solving, you guys are doing questions, you guys are understanding the concepts. Okay. So Rishita is telling clear, sir. Okay. I got you. Then can we move to the next one? This is the next question. This question was asked in GATE 2016 for computer science paper. Naimish Geria is telling answer is 15. Any other student? Tilak Raj is also telling answer is 15. Any other one? Any other student? Hasmi is getting 9. The correct answer is 9 or 15. Which one? Can you check? Can you check about this question? Hasmi is telling 9. Tilak is telling 15. Naimis is telling 15. Any other student? 13 people are watching and only 9 likes are there. I request each and every student to like the session. And if you are new to this channel, you can subscribe to the channel so that whenever I come live, you will get the notification of that. Okay. So the correct answer is, Naimis is telling 2 plus iota into 2 minus iota into 3. Kaushik Ansari is also telling 15. Tilak Raj is telling if one of the eigenvalues is 2 plus I, then the other eigenvalue will be 2 minus I. Yes, The thing is that whenever there is a complex root, complex roots only occur in pairs, right? So if the one root is 2 plus iota, then the other root will be 2 minus iota. And you have to find the determinant of P. That is, you can use again product of eigenvalues is equal to the product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of matrix, right? You can use this one. Rishita is also telling if for 3 cross 3 matrix eigenvalue will be 3, right? Rishita is telling for 3 cross 3 matrix eigenvalue will be 3, right? I am not getting, Rishita, what you want to say. Rishita is telling 15.4. The answer is 15. The person who are telling the 15 as a correct answer, 15 is the correct answer. Yes. Jai Mahakal is telling the answer is 9. No, Jai Mahakal, the answer is not 9. एक और कोई बंदा बोल रहा था 9 आंसर. Hasmi was telling answer is 9. No, the answer is not 9. The correct answer is 15. You have to use the product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of matrix. हमसे क्या पूछा गया? Determinant पूछा गया. So we will do 2 plus iota. This is nothing but 2 plus iota. And you know that complex roots occur in pair. Complex roots occurs in pair. Right? So if the one of the root is 2 plus iota, then other root will be 2 minus iota. Right? Rishita is telling, अच्छा, Hashmi was telling calculation mistake. कोई बात नहीं. If your concept was okay, then no issue. Rishita is telling if for 3 cross 3 matrix the number of eigenvalues are 3, right? Then we have given 2 eigenvalues in the question. We need to use the conjugate, right, sir? Yes, Rishita, you are correct. For a 3 cross 3 matrix, there would be 3 eigenvalues, but here only 2 eigenvalues are given because you have to use this one. The first eigenvalue is this, then the other eigenvalue will be this, and 3 is also one of the eigenvalue. So you have to use this thing into 3, product of eigenvalues. So if you multiply this, you will get as 15. That is equal to determinant. Right? Correct? So the correct answer will be 15. Okay? Is this correct? Everything is fine? Can we move to the next question? If everything is fine, can we move to the next question? Rishita is telling yes, sir. Clear. Hasmi is also telling clear, sir. Kausin Ansari is telling once again clear, sir. Kausin Ansari is making emojis. Okay, if everything is clear, can we move to the next question? So we have our next question, this thing. GATE 2017 Mechanical Engineering, 1 mark. I have provided the link of our app in the description box, and you can join the WhatsApp doubt solving group from the link that we have provided in the description box. You can check out the description box and you can download our app and you can join the WhatsApp doubt solving group from the description box. Tilak is telling answer is 5. Naimish is also telling the answer is 5. And Tilak Raj is also telling the answer is 5. Hashmi is telling answer is 5. Kaushin is also telling the answer is 5. Rishita is telling answer is 5. Jai Mahakal is telling this time correct answer. Jai Mahakal, you are correct. The answer is 5. Yes. Everyone who has got the correct answer, congratulations. This question is pretty simple. Question says that the determinant of a 2 cross 2 matrix is 50. If one of the eigenvalue of the matrix is 10, the other eigenvalue will be what? Directly you have to use the product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of matrix, property of eigenvalue, right? Rishita is telling the product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of matrix. Yes, Rishita, you are correct. If one of the eigenvalue is 10, the other eigenvalue will be what? That's what they are asking. Determinant is 50. So 50 by 10, that is, sorry, 5, right? 5 is the correct answer. You can see for 1 mark, only one line is sufficient. You can see I have used only one line, that is this one. Only one line. You can directly write this part, or even you can solve in your mind also. If you are very good at calculation and if you are thorough with the concept, you can solve in your mind also this type of question, because they are one liner question and these are very pretty simple and scoring topic. Rishita is telling clear sir. Okay, Rishita, fine, fantastic. I appreciate whoever is responding. I appreciate and I can understand those students are preparing well and very confident. You just have to make your mind and keep solving throughout your this 60 days. 60 days is very much crucial and you have to maintain the pace and the patience and you have to keep solving, right? I request each and everyone who have joined recently, they can like the session, and if you are new to the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. Okay, can we move to the next question? Okay, so this is another one. No need for pen and paper, only need GateJet. Thank you so much, Kaushin. Thank you so much. Kaushin is telling no need for pen and paper, only need GateJet. Thank you so much. Rishita is telling true. Thank you so much. You guys are very fantastic. And Naimish is telling answer is option B. Yes, Naimish, you are absolutely correct. Kaushin Ansari is telling A. Is A correct? Can you check? Naimish, can you check? Naimish Giria is telling option B. And Kaushin is telling answer A. Why there is a variation in the answer? Rishita is telling answer is B, that is 2. Why there is a variation in the answers? Kaushin is telling A, Hasmi is telling B, Rishita is telling option B. Rishita is telling product of eigenvalue equal to the determinant. Kaushin is telling sorry B. Okay, that means the answer is correct answer is option B, that is 2. Yes, everyone who has responded is very good. You guys are preparing well. So the thing is that in this question, it is asked the product of eigenvalues of this matrix. Pretty simple. You have to find the product of eigenvalues. Product of eigenvalues is equal to what? Is equal to the determinant of matrix. You have to find the product of eigenvalues. In order to find that, you have to find the determinant. जैसे ही आप determinant find out करेंगे क्या आएगा? 3 minus 6 minus 0 plus 1. 1 के साथ में क्या आ जाएगा? 8 minus 0. राइट? कितना आ जाएगा? ये आ जाएगा -3 into 6 minus 3 और 3 to just 6 और यहाँ से 8. I think this question I discussed last time also, if I am not wrong. Okay, so I think this question is clear. Okay. So if everything is clear about this question, can we move to the next question? Can we move to the next question? Okay, so now let's move to the next one. This is the next question. Yes, anyone? Yes, Tilak is telling option B. Naimis is telling option B. Hasmi is telling option B. That means B is the most appropriate option. Any other student wants to give the answer? Jai Mahakal is telling the option is B. Is option B correct? Anyone else who wants to give the correct answer? Option B is the correct answer, definitely. How we are solving this question? Anyone? B. Kaushin Ansari is telling B is correct. Yes, Kaushin, you are correct. B is the correct answer. The people who have joined recently, let me tell you, if you are new to this channel, you can subscribe to the channel. If you are enjoying the session, and you can hit the like button if you enjoyed the session. So this question says that let P and Q be the real numbers such that P square plus Q square equal to 1. This is the condition that is given, P square plus Q square equal to 1. Rishita is telling yes sir, B option. Okay, yes Rishita, you are correct. The correct answer is option B. P square plus Q square equal to 1, and the eigenvalues of this matrix are what? Right? So you have to use the property of eigenvalue, definitely. So if we use the sum of eigenvalues, then can we use that? Okay, can we use that one? So sum of eigenvalues is nothing but lambda 1 plus lambda 2 equal to what? P minus P. Trace. Sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace. Sum of eigenvalue equal to the trace. And trace is what? This one. So P minus P is what? That is 0. That means in this option we are getting 0. Sum of eigenvalues as 0. Here also we are getting 0. Here also we are getting 0. That means तीन ऑप्शन में हमें सम 0 मिल रहा है. That means we have to use the other property. This was the first property. You have to use the other property, that is product of eigenvalues is equal to the determinant of matrix. Determinant of matrix is what? Minus P square minus Q square, and it is given that P square plus Q square equal to 1, right? So if you write lambda 1 lambda 2, if you multiply this whole with a negative sign, then you can write P square plus Q square equal to 1. P square plus Q square equal to minus 1, right? Rishita is telling, guys, sir is eating chips while we are solving. अरे चिप्स नहीं खा रहा हूँ भाई, मैंने आज डिनर लेट से किया था. That I was eating. Whenever you guys were solving, I was taking my dinner. I haven't taken my dinner right now. So that's why I was taking dinner. how you guys know all this kind of stuff? Kaushik Ansari is also making fun of it. Fun of this. So okay. So we have to find lambda 1 into lambda 2 equal to determinant, right? So now determinant is what? P is minus p square minus q square. Okay. So this is nothing but equal to what? Equal to minus 1, because p square plus q square equal to 1. So that means p is minus p square minus q square equal to minus 1. So only using these two properties, that is first property and second property, you will get the answer as option B. Rishita is telling, sorry sir, we can hear that sound. Okay, next time I will be careful about this. Okay, so is this correct? 1 and minus 1? Yes, option B is the correct answer. 1 and minus 1 is the, this thing is the eigenvalues. Yes, right? So we will get 1 and minus 1 as the eigenvalues for this question. Rishita, clear sir. Okay. So how many questions right now we have discussed? This one was the first. Then we discussed this part where we used properties of eigenvalues. Second. And then we talked about this third one. Right? Then again we discussed this fourth question. 7 questions? No, I think I discussed 10 questions right now. This one was the first question that I discussed. You can see the question one by one. Right now I am discussing again. I discussed 10 questions today. So my agenda was to solve 10 to 15 questions, but although it has crossed 50 minutes, so we will discuss from question number 1 to question number 10 in very fast manner. Okay, so you can see the first question. In this question it was asked the sum of other two eigenvalues. So this was the question, the first one that we discussed. Kaushik Ansari is telling clear. Okay, Kaushik, very good, fantastic. So this was the first question. In this question, one of the eigenvalue was given as 3 and it was told to find out the other two eigenvalue. So we used the sum of eigenvalue equal to the trace of matrix. So using this property, we found out the sum of other two eigenvalues were p minus 2. That was option C was the correct. Provide questions from homogeneous and non-homogeneous also. Okay. We will do one more session on linear algebra and we will solve the questions on simultaneous linear equations and they are along with the rank part, so that you guys will be thorough with that concept. At least in the app we can do live and solve. At least in the app we can do live and solve. So in app the thing is that the other people who have joined for the course, so they might not be able to join at the respective time when I am free. So that's why I am doing live on the YouTube, so that others can also get the benefit. You guys are on the app, so that's why you guys are doing the course structure in a very well definite manner. So these kind of sessions will be benefiting the live session, and you have to do more questions in next 60 days. Okay, I got your request, Rishita. We will try our best. Okay, so this was the first question. Now this was the second question that we discussed. In this question it was asked the eigenvalues for the matrix. So it was given, the 3 cross 3 matrix was given and it was asked to find out the eigenvalues for that matrix. Right now we have crossed 55 minutes. So we will be doing 5 more minutes and we will be discussing the questions that we have solved today. All questions completed? Yes. Hashmi, we done 10 questions right now today. So I am just revisiting those 10 questions for the people who have joined recently. We did today 10 questions, and mainly I covered eigenvalues and eigenvectors part and properties of eigenvalues, because maximum time you will see the questions on the eigenvalues. 90% of the time you will see the questions on eigenvalues. So that's why I discussed more questions on eigenvalues today, so that you guys are thorough with the concept. Rishita is telling yes sir. Hasmi is also telling yes sir. Definitely, because I have seen from since last 7 to 8 years, I am teaching GATE engineering mathematics. Online and offline I have taken classes. So I can tell you that if you are thorough with the eigenvalues and eigenvectors and some part of rank and some part of this solution of homogeneous equations, 95% of the questions of linear algebra you will be able to solve in the actual GATE paper. Rishita, sir, can you please explain about decomposition of matrix? Okay. Okay, Rishita, I will take one class on decomposition of matrix on the app. I will upload one session on this. Definitely, you can get me a reminder of that. If I forget, you can send me a text on the WhatsApp. I will be able to upload one session on the app itself about this decomposition of matrix. Okay, no doubt, no issue. I will take one session and I will upload on the app. Our exclusive app is there, that is GateJet. We are running a live course on engineering mathematics on our exclusive app GateJet. You can download our app from the description box. I have provided the link of our app in the description box. You can download our app. I have provided the link in the description box. You can join the WhatsApp doubt solving group as well. I have provided the same link in the description box. Sidhu is telling name of app. The name of our app is GateJet. The same name that we are having our channel name, that is GateJet. You can type this thing on the Play Store, or you can get the link of our app from the description box. GateJet is the name of our app. Will you be solving PYQs of maths? Sidhu, the thing is that we are running a live course on our exclusive app. You will get the recorded session and live sessions, and you will get the handwritten notes, and along with that you will get the one-to-one mentorship on the app through the structured course of our engineering mathematics. From the concepts to the questions, everything we will discuss on the app. Rishita is telling, guys, the one who doesn't know at least basics of the chapter, enroll into the course. Thank you so much, Rishita, for your suggestion. Tilak Raj is telling, when will be the next session, sir, on YouTube? Tilak, the thing is that I work for Reliance, and whenever I get time, I used to do the live session, because the thing is that I don't have much time. After doing shift duty in Reliance, I usually do B shift, A shift and night shift also. So after doing the shift work, I hardly get time to do the live session. But whenever I get time, I used to do the live session on YouTube. But definitely I will do more sessions on marathon and PYQ solving and the concept building. Definitely in upcoming days, you will get the more live session, definitely. Rishita is telling, sir is explaining easy tricks and tips in the classes. Those are very helpful. Thank you so much, Rishita, for your compliment. So this was the third question, and then we discussed about the fourth question. Was the question based on the properties of eigenvalues. In this question, it was given the trace and the determinant of a 2 cross 2 matrix were given 2 and minus 35. हमसे पूछा गया था आइगन वैल्यूज क्या होगा उसका, तो हमने जस्ट क्या किया, दोनों प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ आइगन वैल्यूज लगा दिया. फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace. सेकेंड प्रॉपर्टी लगा दी हमने, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ आइगन वैल्यूज इज टू द डिटरमिनेंट. दोनों प्रॉपर्टी लगा के हमने क्या कर दिया, जस्ट इसको सॉल्व कर दिया बस, और कुछ भी नहीं किया. Rishita is telling you will get maximum benefit in very less time. Thank you so much, Rishita. Thanks for the compliment. Whoever wants to join the complete engineering mathematics course, they can enroll the course through the app. I have provided the link of our app in the description box. You can download our app Gate Jet through Google Play Store. I have provided the link in the description box, and you can also join the WhatsApp doubt solving group. I have provided the link of that group in the description box. You can check out the description box. Okay, so this was the next question, and then this was the question. Rishita is telling, no mention sir, I am suggesting everyone who are not able to dedicate time and solve math for gate. Okay, I got your point. Thank you so much. So this was the very interesting question. In this question, it was asked the minimum eigenvalue of the matrix. It was given a 3x3 matrix, and it was asked to find out the minimum eigenvalue of this matrix. How we can do that? You can use this concept, that is product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of matrix. Here, if the determinant is 0, that means the one of the eigenvalue among these three eigenvalues is 0, then only the product will be 0. 3 नंबर का मल्टीप्लीकेशन तभी 0 होगा जब उसमें से कोई एक एटलीस्ट 0 होगा, तभी ऐसा पॉसिबल है. So we used this concept in order to find out the minimum eigenvalue of this matrix, right? Next one, we discussed about this question, right? This question was pretty simple. Lowest eigenvalue was told to find. Okay, so we used the properties of eigenvalues here. Using the properties, we solved this one and we got the answer as 2. Rishita is telling, thank you for the session, sir. Good night, guys. Thank you so much, Rishita. Thanks a lot. And this was the next question that we discussed. In this question, there was a two matrix was given, and the eigenvalues were given were -1 and 7, and it was asked to find out the value of A and B. In this question also, we used the first property of eigenvalue, that is sum of eigenvalue is equals to the determinant of sum of eigenvalues is equals to the trace of matrix, and then after we used the product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of matrix. Using those two equations, we solved for A and B, and we got the correct answer as option D, that is A is 5 and B is 3, right? In next question, what we did this part. This was pretty simple question. Two eigenvalues were given, 2 plus iota and 3, and we know that the complex roots occur in pair. If one of the root is 2 plus iota, then another root will be 2 minus iota, and we know the product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant. So we solved using that property, and we found that the determinant was 15, right? If anyone wants to ask anything, they can ask regarding the gate preparation strategy or anything while we are discussing. It is already, I think, how much is the time left? Already 11:05. Okay, so we have to close the session because it's already 11 o'clock. I'm running the live session from 10 o'clock, so it's already 1 hour. So this was the question that we discussed, in which we discussed about this part: determinant of matrix is equals to the product of eigenvalues. Kausheen Ansari is telling, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Kausheen, for joining. You are my regular student and I appreciate your effort, and I wish you a good luck for the GATE 2026, and I definitely assume that you will get a good score in the GATE exam. Definitely, if you are preparing well, definitely you will get good score and marks in the GATE exam. Kausheen Ansari, good night and take care, sir. Thank you so much. Good night. So this was the last question that we discussed, I think. Yes, second last question. This was the Kausheen Ansari is telling, thank you, sir. Thank you, Kausheen. In which we was asked to find out the product of eigenvalues, and we used the properties of eigenvalues. That is, the product of eigenvalues is equals to the determinant of matrix. Using the property of eigenvalue, we did this question. Okay, the next question, the last question that we discussed was this one. Again, in this question also, we discussed about the properties of eigenvalues. In this question, P and Q were given. P square plus Q square was 1. It was told to us find out the eigenvalues. So we did using the properties of eigenvalues, first property, and then we used the second property, and using the options we solved this one. If you have any doubt in this question, in the whole question, you can ask me, or anything about the preparation strategy, I will tell you. Otherwise, we will close the session because it's already 11 o'clock, and I was running this live course from 10 o'clock, and it's already 1 hour done. So I think we have to close the session in 1 or 2 minutes. So if you have anything to say, you can ask in the comment box, or otherwise we will close the session. If you are new to this channel, I request you to subscribe to the channel, and you can download our app from the Google Play Store. I have provided the link of our app in the description box. You can join the WhatsApp group for doubt solving. I have provided the link of that group in the description box. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Right now, I'm closing the session. If you have anything to ask, you can comment down, or otherwise I will close the session because it's already 1 hour done. If you have anything to say, you can comment down. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you are new to the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night and prepare well. Keep solving. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.